Hey everyone, this is BRAD, and today I'm going to show you how we can use a spreadsheet program like Excel, or in this case Google Sheets, to design a CAM. And you may or may not already know this, but I'm a big fan of Star Wars, so when I was searching the internet for automata, I found this one showing a lightsaber duel, and I thought this would be a fun one to use as an example. So in this situation, um, what we want, what the original designer wanted was for the lightsabers to be lifted up very gradually and then fall down quickly. And so I've kind of created a data for that, what that might look like, where we'd start at an angle of 0 and say 0.5 degree radius for our cam. And then every 45 degrees, it lifts it up a quarter of an inch until it is now at a 2-inch diameter, meaning our follower would have raised an inch and a half. So our maximum displacement here would be an inch and a half. And then it drops in the next 45 degrees, it drops to back to the 5 or half an inch. And it stays there for a couple, for the next 45 degrees, really the next 90 degrees, since it's going to be at a half back at 0. I don't know, just 45. At any rate, so what this does, that gives us that motion. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and then plot this and show it as a motion graph. So we're going to insert a chart, and I will do that again. I'm going to highlight our data, and I'm going to insert a chart. And it's going to do a bar chart. I don't really want that. So I'll go over here to setup, and instead of a column chart, I am going to do a line chart. And so we'll do this line chart here. And now that's different than in Excel. In Excel, we would have wanted to do a scatter plot, but in Google Sheets, the line chart works best for us. And so we got the radius there, the angle across the bottom, just like the ones we've been doing in class. I'm going to customize this a little bit and turn on data points. And so I'm going to do a 7-point point there, and we have that nice graph. And so that shows what we're going for. It's gradually lifting the arm, and then it drops very quickly, and then it spends a little time there at that bottom before it starts to, and then of course it'll repeat because it's a cam. So we're going to do another graph that's actually going to show us the shape of that cam. So I'm going to take this same data, I'm going to insert again a chart. Again, we get a bar graph, which I don't want. But we'll just come over here just like we did last time into setup. And instead of a column chart, I want a polar graph. But what Google Sheets calls that is a radar graph. So I come all the way down here to other. You see it right here, a radar chart. I'm going to choose a radar chart. And that then gives us the shape of the cam that we want. Now, depending on how you do this, you might need to do a couple other things. Once again, I do want to get those data points on there. So we go to series and point size, put our points on there just to see what data points were actually plotted. The rest of this is kind of interpreted by the computer. The other thing on the vertical axis, that's these axes that come away from this. You might want to set a minimum of 0 and a maximum at some good number above your largest. For me, that'd probably be 2.5. And that just kind of helps give you, in this case, I have nice even half-inch increments as I move away. And so that just works well for me. So that's pretty much it on this. When you have this, now you kind of know what shape you want your cam to be. And for whatever your automata is, you may have some other motion that you're going for, but you can take whatever motion you want it to have thinking about it on this motion graph, and then translate that into a cam shape that you can then try to create on Inventor. All right, I hope this helps. Uh, have a good day, and thank you for watching.